chair. My aunt was drunk at the table when she said, pitched a bit too far towards the edge of the chair and leaning even closer to my boyfriend, "I have read a great deal of Plato, some of it in the original Greek." And one late night, parked in my boyfriend's driveway, when I told him his hair smelled like Play-Doh, yeasty, nourishing against my mouth in his dark truck, he murmured, "Some of it in the original." And we laughed, not so much at her as at the memory of a silent film our Western Civ teacher had shown us, in which a small fat man sits chained to a chair, watching ciphers and odd shapes dance on a sweating cave wall, until he escapes into the wide blue world. Neither of us could remember how, but he returns an apostle, tries to persuade his fellow cavemen the world they think is real is just a flimsy negative, a mirage, a form like you have to fill out at the dentist's or the DMV, or that whole sheaf of papers they give you at a hospital. He's raving at them, waving his arms at the shadows on the wall, panting and sweating from the effort, but his brothers don't want to hear. They turn on him, beat him with his chair, until fini, the end. We were supposed to be moved, because look how man chooses illusion, turns violently from knowledge. But what was the filmmaker thinking, or our teacher? We were 15. And it was funny, the way she'd said, "in the original." But even then I knew what she wanted my boyfriend to know, that she cared about thought, the life of the mind. I don't know what she felt like drunk, but sometimes when I am, I think my intelligence is surging, my language floating up in plumes of heat above the clouds, and the whispering clear nowhere. I think I see fields grow architectural, cities rise, clean morning precede the blown open night, and I just have to explain to anyone who's there how form and pure idea cohere. But then you sober up. It's just a chair. My aunt's still dead. She died not long after that scene at the dining room table. I saw her in the hospital. Her skin was green, stretched over her hardened liver, hardened not unlike old Play-Doh after a child has grown bored. She expired, she passed, she's no longer with us. She went up in flame like a strip of celluloid, as though the projectionist had turned away instead of loading the next reel.